Tolani, thank you for joining us on the program today.
Thank you for having me.
Now, you are into properties development and management, and then you were involved in the construction of this mall, and then suddenly you would also be involved in the setting up of an arcade, a playhouse arcade. What instigated that desire and decision?
We decided to run the arcade because the vision for the mall is to create a family entertainment center in Ibadan. So we decided to bring in games, and then we decided to bring in the film house cinemas, which is on the 4th floor, and then the arcades on the 3rd floor. Then on the 1st floor you have shops, and you have stores, you have boutiques, you have new studios, you have the pharmacy, you have different outlets where you can get things done. And then we also have the food section, and then that's a Chinese restaurant, and then a lounge. So you get to have proper food, and you get to have proper entertainment.
So even though this episode is about the game industry, I want us to digress a bit to look at the concept of the mall, you know, which I know you were deeply involved with. How did you come up with this decision to set up a mall that will be entertainment oriented rather than commerce oriented, as we generally have in our client there?
Well, basically, we like that Ibadan is seen as an ancient place, and nothing happens in Ibadan that is fun-filled. When you talk to Lagosians, they are like, Ibadan, nothing happens there. Most people that work in Ibadan go to Lagos almost every Friday. We decided to build a mall that is not shopping oriented, rather entertainment oriented. So if you live in Ibadan, you don't have to go to Lagos for entertainment. You can just stay here, have fun with your families, leave home as early as 10 a.m. on Saturday, and you're here till about 5 o'clock because mommy's doing something, daddy's doing something, the kids are on the arcade, somebody gets to fix her nails, daddy gets to be at the lounge or at the Chinese.
So in essence, it's a family entertainment
center where everybody finds their own place.
So you saw a gap.
Yes, we did.
In terms of what is lacking in society.
Yes.
I want to imagine that you wouldn't just throw this huge capital into that as a result of just an observation or a hunch. What other activities did you have to embark upon?
Basically, we did investment analysis. We had to bring in financial consultants. We did some environmental impact analysis, and then we spoke to some marketers and some potential tenants, and then we realized that if we actually go into this venture, it shouldn't be a loss, it should actually be an advantage to Ibadan.
So for you, it wasn't enough to just see a gap. You also went steps ahead to get experts in different areas, marketing, investment advisors, and what have you. So what informed the decision to pick this location? Why not somewhere else?
Okay, we chose Samanda because Samanda is close to the Polytechnic Ibadan. Samanda is close to the University of Ibadan. Samanda is there's the residential area, GRA, right behind us. And then we realized that if anything is going to happen in Samanda, if anybody wants to have fun or anything, you have to go as far as almost Dubai. Yeah. And this is so why go that far? So for the people that live around Samanda, Mokola, Bodija axis, you find a place where you don't have to travel so far to find entertainment, and there's actually nothing like the Ventura Mall in Ibadan or in Oyo State or maybe West.
How do you mean? There are malls all around.
There are malls all around, but they are more shopping oriented, while we are basically entertainment. That is why
I can see that. I mean, and it speaks from the moment you walk into the premises, from the car park down to every space. You feel it oozes entertainment also. It wouldn't have been enough for you to just feel that there's this gap and use these advisors. Did you also have to do some form of feasibility? Yes,
we did. Well, we did a lot of feasibility study, and it took quite a number of time, a few years, to get ourselves ready to invest and then construct and then get ready for the market. So we did quite some.
So you didn't rush into building?
No, it was planned.
Everything was planned before you even put the first stone into the site.
Yes.
Now, I want us to be specific here when you're talking about feasibility. In specific terms, what kind of feasibility did you have to do?
First of all, I mean, we had to do the financials.
That is key.
Yeah, I mean, without money, almost can do nothing. And then let's look at our footfall. What's the population like in this access? And then where's the nearest point or the nearest mall? And we realized that we are almost 10, 12 kilometers from the nearest mall. And I'm talking maybe that should be like Coco Mall right now or something. But then we realized that if we don't do something, people will just lack entertainment. The University of Ibadan students will not have a place to go to. Polytechnic of Ibadan, the residents of Samanda, residents of Bodija, I mean even those that live in Ojo, Agodi GRA.
So there's an existing population.
There is an existing
that's,
population.
is being starved, as it were, of this category of entertainment.
Yes.
And you decided to cash in that market.
Yes.
Now let's come to the Playhouse. I mean, you look around here, there are various facilities which must have cost a fortune.
Yes.
What motivated you to take the gamble? Because it's really a gamble, if you ask me.
For every business, it's a risk that you are taking, and then we're taking a good risk. For instance, we have a bowling alley, even though it is a 2-lane bowling alley. I mean, there's no bowling alley in Oyo State. I'm not sure there is one in Lagos that is functioning. And then people in Ibadan should not be seen as old people. People in Ibadan should be seen as a bit modern, kind of be exposed. Don't just see bowling in movies. I mean, actually bowl, experience things. Then we have carousels, we have different dance games, so you can come and burn some calories on the dance games. We have the 7D cinema downstairs. The 7D cinema is more like an experience viewing where you're in the movie and then you feel like you're in the movie because you have to wear some 3D goggles where you're part of it. You feel the effect of the water, of the snow, of the bubbles, and then we have that downstairs at the car park. So it's more like everything is here for you. No matter how old or young you are, you find something. So every age group has been catered for.
Tell us about the gaming industry globally compared to national Nigeria.
People tend to not see playing games as tedious, but because I think we Nigerians really like work a lot and not rest. So we need to take time and relax, take time and then just calm your nerves down after every day's work. You don't need to go to the club on Friday to calm your nerves down. You're actually raising your nerves. You should just come and play some games.
In some other parts of the world, entertainment, relaxation, recreation, visiting arcades like this is a way of life, is a lifestyle. And so you really didn't need to do much persuading to get people, to get the traffic into the premises and facilities.
Because our facility is
But here, in Nigeria here, we tend to consider it a luxury to spare some time for recreation. We tend to just like to work and work and work. Wasn't that an impediment when you were considering setting this up?
Well, it was at the inception. However, we're able to carve the desire for people to relax and have fun. That's why we have brought everything together under one roof.
Okay.
So you can get to see a movie. When there's another one in the afternoon, instead of going home, just come down to the arcade, play some games. When you're done, you can go to the salons down, get your hair done, get your nails fixed. You're hungry, go to the basement, get some food, and go back up to see a movie.
Now I want to assume that, knowing that our paradigm around here in this climb is skewed against recreation, as it were. I'd like to know what strategies you had in place to drive traffic down to the property, to the facility.
Okay. Our strategy is, one, we have to build a world-class entertainment center. I mean, the building alone is attractive. If 1 kilometer from here, you can almost see the red big building that has the big Ventura Mall sign on it. So it wasn't so difficult. Then we had to go to a bit of aggressive marketing. We have billboards all around town. At almost every entry point into Ibadan, there's a billboard that says something about the Ventura Mall. And then we also have a beautiful fountain downstairs, if you've not noticed. Check
Facebook,
I
love that, sir.
A lot of pictures are on it, and then people are taking pictures. When I see a picture that has the fountain, I know this person has been to Ventura. So it's just like we had to do make the place beautiful.
Yeah. So your marketing strategy started from the
Aesthetics.
aesthetics.
Yes.
From the exterior all the way down. And I also love the idea that there were music facilities, even in the restrooms.
Yes.
You know. So besides those strategies, what were the other things that you considered in terms of marketing the venue, the facility?
So the thing is to give a first impression that is good. That is what we are trying to do, and that's what we have done so far. We've tried to give come and have a first-hand experience, and then you are sure to come back because what we're offering is good.
So you are leveraging on the aphorism that first impression lasts longer. And so first impression impacts the bottom line, if you permit me to say that.
Yes,
now, isn't that a slow process?
It might be slow, but it lasts longer. So it just has to be slow and steady. If you notice that the mall didn't just get full at once. We started gradually, started filling up, and now we're about 95% full. I mean, you can actually find
just of the tenants.
Yes, that are 95% occupied.
Coming up.
And it makes it easier to work with someone that doesn't have skill than someone that doesn't have attitude.
Really?
Yes, because with skills you can learn, you can train, you can develop. But when somebody has a wrong attitude, I mean, there are habits that almost practically die hard. So you need to take skill. And then you take attitude, but attitude over skill, because skills can be learned.
So attitude cannot. Now there are malls springing up all over town.
Yes.
Aren't you worried?
No, there are malls springing up, but there is no mall like the Ventura Mall, and there is no entertainment mall.
You can say that.
Yes, I mean, I can say that all over and all over and all over again. I mean, this is a world class.
What else would you say? You wouldn't say something different, I assume.
I mean, no, we can see. I don't have to say too much. You can come and sit by yourself and you realize that I was actually telling you the truth.
All right. So besides that, let's talk about how you prospect for business at the arcade. I mean, we've been talking about the mall largely. I know that's your passion, construction, properties business. But again, because you also have a leg in this gaming business, it's important that we explore it. It's an innovative business.
Yes,
and I must patronize you by saying, from the bottom of my heart, I love the concept, I love the idea. I've been to game centers abroad, and when I walked in here, this is what you will find in many other places around the world. And the facilities are very, very recent, you know, which is another attraction and something else that I find commendable. But the question I want to ask you is, in every business, people is key.
Yes.
You may have the best facilities, the best product. If your people are not up